your PSAT score actually matters. And here's why. Hi guys, it's me, Aralee, and today I'm going to be talking about the PSAT and everything that you need to know that nobody ever told me. So first of all, what is the PSAT/the NMSQT? This test is the pre-SAT. It's what you can expect your SAT score will be like, and it's good preparation and practice. You get used to a similar number of questions and a similar number of sections. It's not exactly the same. Some people say it might even be a little easier, but it really comes down to the person and who you are. For me, I took the PSAT and the SAT 3 times each, and on the right side you can see what my PSAT scores were, and on the left side you can see what my actual SAT scores were. Overall, in terms of progression, I basically did the same on both. So like the first time I took it, the scores were similar. The second time, the scores were the exact same. And on the third time, I actually did better on the SAT. But there's actually different kinds of PSATs. There's the PSAT 8/9, which is for 8th graders and 9th graders. There's the PSAT 10, which is for 10th graders. And then there's the PSAT/NMSQT. That last bit stands for National Merit Scholarship Qualifying Test. You will take that test in your junior year in October. Something that's important with the PSAT is in the beginning, they have you fill these little bubbles. Do not forget to list your race and ethnicity on there. Why? Because with the programs that I'm gonna be mentioning later, that's gonna be one of the main prerequisites. Some things require you to be of a certain race or of a certain ethnic background. Make sure you put down your stats. Moving on to the programs. What is the PSAT actually good for? Overall, the PSAT/NMSQT has 5 programs that you're going to be interested in terms of taking your test. There is the Merit Scholar. If you get a really good score out of like everyone in the country, you can get that recognition. But then there's other ones where the qualifying test score is actually lower, meaning you have a better chance at it, and the pool is smaller. So they're looking for people of specific races, backgrounds of where you live, and ethnic background. And those are for people that are Hispanic, African American, Native American/Indigenous, or people from small and rural areas. Depending on what program you're in, there's certain qualifying test scores for different geolocations. I'm going to be focusing on the National Hispanic Recognition Program because that's the one I'm part of. I think the other programs are similar. If not, I'll leave a link in the description with more information about that on College Board's website. What you can see on the geo map is that there's different sectors. Me personally, I'm from the middle states. And then there's also a chart depending on which of the states you're from. And if you look at it, they have the qualifying test scores you would have needed to have been chosen for the program or to have been sent a letter from College Board. Before you take this test, I need you to know the overall timeline of when things are going to be happening. You're going to be looking for 4 key events. 1, you will take the test in October of your junior year. 2, if you did well enough, you will get an email anywhere in February or March. 3, anywhere from April through June, an application will open. With the application process, you're gonna have to print something out online, give a part of it to your guidance counselor or someone from the school to sign a specific part, basically confirming your transcript and things like that. You're also gonna need, I think, to put down some parent information and some of your personal information. It's nothing crazy, it's just an application for the program. So you wanna make sure you get that in by the deadline. Then, in September of your senior year, you'll receive a certificate saying, congratulations, you made it into the program. So something that's important about the program itself does not give you money. However, it's something you can put on your college applications when you're applying. You can put it under awards and achievements. You can tell people about it, so bragging rights. But something that's going to be very important for you guys, and was especially important for me, specific colleges and different schools actually give out scholarship money for students that are part of these recognition programs. Honestly, nobody ever told me that, and I really wish somebody would have. I mean, I still ended up reaping the benefits later because of my story, which I'm going to save for the end. Also, if for some reason you forgot to include your race, or if you moved to a small rural area, here's some self-nomination instructions and who to contact. And now I'm going to talk about my personal experience. The first time I took the PSAT, I was in 9th grade. You know, you get lost going to class, you don't know what's going on, and then just one day in October, they just tell us, hey, here's the seating arrangement to take this test. And I'm like, what test? And they're like, this test. And I was confused. I didn't know what that would do. I don't know what that was for, but you know, I just took it. I did the best I could on it. And on that test, I got a 1090. Then skip forward to 10th grade. This time I knew what was coming, and my teacher put a presentation on the board, a video, but they talked a little bit about the PSAT, but they didn't talk about the recognition programs. They talked about what the National Merit Scholar Program was. So that year when I took it, I got a 1280 on the PSAT, and that was my score that year. And I was really happy. Then the next year, it was my junior year. I had gotten used to this process. I knew what was coming. I knew what was gonna happen. I knew what the test would be like. So overall, my stress levels were low. I was like, I'm gonna do how I do. And I'm just gonna try my best because that's really what matters in the end. And I got a 1330, which is a pretty good score. And once again, at the time, I had no idea that that was a qualifying score for the National Hispanic Recognition Program. That year was 2018. And I don't know it off the top of my head, but I'll probably show it in the chart over here. Me personally, I'm from the middle states, and the qualifying test score of that year was this. Moving on. Something I recommend is always checking your emails. It becomes so crucial in junior and senior year. Oh, I'm just living out my junior life, stressed out over different classes and doing different things. I'm in drama club, I'm in choir, I'm doing everything. I'm all over the place. But, you know, checking my emails, because occasionally people will send me stuff and I have to check it. I have to email this teacher, I have to do this thing. And then one day I get an email from College Board. I open the email. Congratulations, you scored in the top 2.5% out of the Hispanic students in your region, and you now qualify for this program. A program I had no idea existed because no one ever told me, and I never knew to do research on it. I went through the process of giving my guidance counselor a paper to sign, having my parents sign it. There's also like an online application part. It's nothing crazy. Fast forward to my senior year in September, I got the certificate. I was happy, I made it in, but you know, I still wasn't sure what that really did for me. So then I decided to do some research on it, and apparently if you look it up, there's forums, these moms of high schoolers, they list like different colleges and different scholarships that are available for people that are in this program. And I was like, I can get money for this? Wait a minute. Rewind. So then I did a little bit of research. I saw some schools, but I was once again lost. And you know, with senior year, there's so many things happening at once. You're figuring out, do I want to major in this? Do I want to major in that? I have to go to an open house today. But these two open houses are happening at the same time. And also you have to keep track of your AP classes, your regular classwork, you're filling out college applications, you're doing all the stuff, so much stuff. You're also even worried about taking your SAT, studying for that, and it's a lot. It's a lot. But in my personal experience, the best thing that I did for me was just going along with my college process, paying attention to deadlines, and just doing everything that I could. With this program, I kind of just left it in the back of my mind. Me being me and having to be in contact with all these schools, do all these different things all over the place, I'm always checking my emails, which is the most important part of what I'm telling you. So checking my email one day, these colleges are talking about, oh, hi, so you're in the National Hispanic Recognition Program and you actually qualify for this scholarship. And some of the scholarships were really nice. Like, I'm talking, some schools would offer full tuition, some schools would offer half a tuition, some schools would offer full tuition and room and board. Like, whoa, that's nice. That was nice. But me specifically, with what I was trying to do, I really was set on going to school in New Jersey or New York. So, the schools that were contacting me, I wasn't seeing a lot of what I wanted until it was around January or December. I got an email from Fordham University. Somebody on their staff sent me an email and it was like, you're part of this program and you could actually be eligible for this scholarship and we'll give you a fee waiver for the application. Fee waivers. Ma'am. I love a fee waiver. Listen, those college applications, college is expensive when you get there and even in the process that you're taking to get there. So anywhere I can save $80 on an application to a school that had a bunch of my qualifications that I wanted to be fulfilled. After getting that email about, the free fee waiver and like they had a scholarship for me, doing more research on the specific scholarship, and what do I see on their website? A semi-finalist scholarship thing. It was a merit-based scholarship, but in order to get it, you have to be part of the National Hispanic Recognition Program or a merit scholar, something along those lines. And what do I see? Written, full tuition scholarship. And honestly, out of all the places I applied to, that was the only school, period, that was offering me a full tuition scholarship. And it's crazy because up until that point, I always thought like scholarships are either going to be money I get from my school, money I get from outside sources, or merit-based scholarships, which are dependent upon my grades and SAT score. But never in a million years did I think my PSAT score would be a determining factor in my scholarship. Like, fast forward, I get my acceptance letters. Then wait a few months. Then I get my financial aid letters. And then we see how much overall cost the schools are going to be. And believe it or not, Fordham, with everything that they were offering me, with the programs that they have there, with the price that it was, which made it affordable for me, I was sold. That's the school I will be going to. And I'm honestly so happy that this just came completely out of nowhere. Like, with a full tuition scholarship, I only have to worry about paying room and board. I only have to worry about paying for food and for actual materials that I need, lab fees, supplies, the whole college shebang that I gotta pay for still. But tuition at Fordham is $76,000 a year. So without this scholarship, I would not be able to afford going to this school. So I need you guys to understand that literally, overall, everything you do in high school matters. Everything. The clubs you're in, the grades you get, even sometimes the people you surround yourself with, and the teachers you make a good impression on. Everything matters, and you never know how the pieces are gonna fit together at the end of the day, but everything just works out. What I want you guys to take away from this video is that yes, there's more links in the description. If this became too rambly, or if you didn't understand what I was talking about, or you just need to see things in front of your face. But overall, do good on your PSAT. Try your best, and try your best throughout high school. And no matter what, there's a million different paths you can take to get to the same place. So don't worry if your SAT score isn't as high, or your PSAT score isn't as high, or if you didn't get this but you got that. Things will work out in the end. You will be okay, and you got this. Opportunities will show themselves to you, and all you have to do is know when you have to jump onto them. I hope you guys learned something from this video. Bye guys, and thank you so much.